As a kid, I was super into Power Rangers. Colored suits, big mechs, and friends? Count me in, am I right? Please? As I got older, I began to search for more shows like it, only to find out that the well was pretty dry in the West. Luckily, now it is 2021, and not only is global distribution a whole lot better, but people of my generation started growing up and making things influenced by their love of the genre. Whether you're longing for that feeling that Tommy and Kim gave you in Mighty Morphin, or you're just waiting for Dino Fury to be available online, my name is Achilles, and these are the top things to watch after Power Rangers. For this list, I could have gone a few different ways, but I wanted to keep it to things that are fully legal for you to stream right now in North America. So before you're like, just watch Kamen Rider Gaimon Gokaiger, this is for my people that aren't down with torrents or shady malware sites. But if you are into that stuff, there'll be another video down the road for you, don't worry. Let's begin. First up is 2018 standout SSSS.Gridman. From anime powerhouse Studio Trigger and based on the 1993 tokusatsu Gridman Hyper Agent, SSSS.Gridman follows a high school student that's dealing with a really bad case of memory loss. When kaiju start appearing around the city, young Yuta Hibiki discovers a digital being known as Gridman, and together they have to protect a city where everything might not be as it seems. Gridman is a masterclass at subverting expectations, and at a brisk 12 episodes, it is a self-contained story that isn't afraid to wear its influences on its sleeve. If you took the Zord fights from Power Rangers and pulled off the reins of reality, you've got just the smallest idea of how the fight scenes go in this show. Sprinkle in a little mystery, add some anime teen angst, and you've got a recipe for a masterpiece. SSSS.Gridman is dubbed and subbed on Funimation streaming services, plus there is a follow-up anime, 4S Dynazenon, currently airing right now. Sticking with animation, we're heading over to Netflix for Miraculous, the tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Miraculous has been a juggernaut in children's television for a few years now, and while it seems like just another kids show on the surface, it's gained the adoration of teens and young adults across the world. The adventures of Marinette and Adrian have this familiar feeling to Power Ranger seasons of the past. Miraculous follows Ladybug and Cat Noir as they protect Paris from an evil who turns regular people into supervillains using their negative emotions. They even have their own set of morphers that they used called the Miraculous. If teamwork, brightly colored costumes, and relatable themes are more your speed, then give Miraculous Ladybug a try. Marinette is your modern day Peter Parker, and with more Miraculous showing up all the time, you are bound to find a character you identify with. Miraculous has 3 dubbed seasons free to enjoy right now up on Netflix. Easily one of the more dark entries into this video. If you're looking for blood and guts, then Amazon Riders is for you. Originally titled Kamen Rider Amazons, Amazon Riders is a joint venture between Toei and Amazon to reboot the 1974 Kamen Rider Amazon. Amazon Riders follows what happens when a secret lab experiment goes awry and those with Amazon cells start to emerge. 2 of the infected decide to fight off the rest while also fighting their urges they're feeling themselves. Amazon Riders actually doesn't share much with the previous iteration of Kamen Rider Amazon, but what it does do is appeal to the grim dark side of the fandom. What I mean is, if you watch the 2015 Joseph Kahn Power Ranger bootleg film and thought, man, I would really like to watch more heroes hand out lobotomies like Halloween candy, then this show is probably for you. You can stream both seasons of Amazon Riders right now with subs on Prime Video. I mentioned Joseph Kahn's fan film, but I really think this category deserves to be expanded upon. Fan films are nothing new to the Power Rangers community, but with the strides made in consumer filmmaking, they just keep getting better and better. Take Nerdbot Studios, for example. Recently releasing Bloodline of the Grid as a sequel to Power Rangers in Space and starring Andros himself, Christopher Kamen Lee. Lee was also directly involved in the writing of the series. There's also things like Power Rangers Unworthy, a series that took YouTube by absolute storm and currently having over 100,000 subscribers to their channel. In fact, as of recording, their most recent episode is sitting pretty at 4.3 million views. Unworthy is the pinnacle of what Power Rangers fan series can be, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. YouTube is filled with aspiring filmmakers putting their spin on teenagers with attitude. So, after you're done watching this video, go up into the search bar and just type in Power Rangers fan film and run wild.
Welcome back.
Trust me, you will thank me in the comments. Rounding out this video is the exact opposite of fan films. In fact, it's pretty much the source. Super Sentai is where every season of Power Rangers has gotten their multicolored combat footage. What we know as the iconic suit of Tommy Oliver's Green Ranger is known in Japan as Barai's Dragon Ranger. Super Sentai and its sister series Kamen Rider are the most direct comparisons you'll find to Power Rangers on this list. If the stories and vibe of Power Rangers is what you're looking for, then this is your next step. While obviously being the same in-suit footage, Super Sentai is known to be a little less condescending when it comes to teaching you the lessons you'd learn from an average children's show. There are multiple seasons out there waiting for you, with many subbed for free officially on shoutfactory.tv and Pluto TV's Tokusatsu channel. With 50 years of history between the two shows, it could get a little overwhelming on picking where to start. But my advice? Pick what you think is the coolest suit from what's available and start there. Most of the series are self-contained, and you might just find something new to get lost in. Hopefully something in this video piqued your interest, and remember, these are just my picks. There are tons of series out there that I haven't seen or aren't available legally, and I'll go into those in a different video. This was just to give you a little bit of primer and somewhere to start. You can also discover more series with me on my podcast, Tokusatsu World Tour. Every week, we watch a past episode of Toku that's available free and legally, and then we review it. We love to hear your input as well when we go live every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Hawkillies. But also, I want to know your suggestions for shows to watch after Power Rangers. Let me know in the comment section down below. Plus, I want to be friends with you. Come find me on all my social media. They are right there on the screen. Don't forget to henshin that like button into a blue boy and a rider kick that subscribe button. I would be super Sentai grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.